Today we are going to unleash your creativity as I help you navigate the world of filming your own content. If you're new to the content creation world or just curious about expressing yourself through bite-sized videos, look no further because this video is for you. What to do, baby? My name's Makita Desiree and welcome to Cinematic Fluency, where I teach beginners how to film and edit videos. I am going to teach you the sauce of creating a YouTube video that will captivate audiences, leaving them wanting more, all with just your smartphone. Before we get into it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Why is the background of your videos so important? Well, a cluttered background like this one is a big distraction to your viewer. Having a background such as this one is a cleaner look and it helps your viewer focus more on the subject instead of everything else behind me. There are two types of formats on YouTube. Long form videos or traditional YouTube videos are longer than 1 minute and are filmed in a horizontal format 16:9. Whereas short form videos or YouTube shorts are 60 seconds or less and are filmed in a vertical format 9:16. I know it can be overwhelming seeing other creators with the best of the best gear, but we all start somewhere and you really don't need nothing fancy. All you need is a smartphone, a tripod, and good lighting. The iPhone that I'm demonstrating on is an iPhone 13 Pro Max. This specific phone is now discontinued, but any smartphone with a decent camera should do. Now, depending on what you're shooting and the angle that you're shooting it from, a tripod may be optional. If you have something you can prop your phone on, that could work. If not, I highly recommend a tripod. There are some affordable ones on Amazon, such as the one I'm using that's under 30 bucks. It's a 2-in-1 that comes with the tripod and the phone mount for it. And it's very convenient when you're sitting in an area where you need a specific angle. Now, natural lighting will always be the best lighting because it's free.com and you could just prop your phone up anywhere and just press record. You could sit in front of a big window and just let nature do the rest. The con to this method is you cannot control the lighting. This kind of puts you on a time clock because once the sun goes down, the lighting in your video is affected. This lighting option is my go-to setup. I've had these lights for years now. They really take your lighting to the next level and they're super affordable. If you're looking for something even more affordable, I highly recommend this Milli LED light that I got from Amazon. Because let me tell you, this little thing, it packs a punch. Because trust me, I know as a beginner, you're not trying to break the bank. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm just really ride or die for these lights. If you're interested in checking them out, all products will be listed in the description box. Before you start shooting your YouTube video, it's best to kind of have an idea of what you're shooting before you get started. This will make the filming process and the editing process so much easier. For an example, if you want to show someone how to do a certain hairstyle, it's best to have a start to finish of how exactly you are going to achieve that hairstyle. That way you know what to record and have specific clips of what you're editing. On your smartphone, open the camera app and make sure your settings are set to 4K at 60 frames per second. This will allow you to get the highest and smoothest quality. Do keep in mind though that this specific camera setting does take a little bit more storage compared to other camera settings. If this is something you're concerned about, I do recommend filming in 4K at 30 frames per second. The quality will still look amazing, but 60 frames per second is just a tad bit better. Next, there are 3 ways to finding the perfect angle for your videos. You can 1, play with your angles and take a few test shots until you're centered in the middle of the frame. A little hack that helps me every single time is to make sure that the top lens on your smartphone is centered directly in the middle of you. So if you just look at the top lens and just guide it down the middle of you, it should be perfect. Another way to find the perfect angle is to use a mirror, maybe like a little handheld table mirror that you could put right next to your phone tripod. That way you could see through the mirror what angle you are in your camera. Or number 3, if you have an Apple Watch, you can use your Apple Watch as a wireless monitor. You do this by opening the camera menu, making sure that it's on the rear camera, and from there you can see yourself in real time. Now that your camera settings are on point, your lighting is on point, and your angle is on point, now it's time for audio. As a beginner, you honestly should be fine with the microphone that's built into your smartphone because in most cases they are pretty good, especially on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. But if you're looking to take your audio to the next level, you can invest in an external microphone. Amazon offers some really cool affordable wireless ones, or if you're looking for something even more high-end, I highly recommend a Rode mic, which is the one I'm currently using. Now that you've crossed these 5 steps off your checklist, you're ready to press record. Once your video has been edited, it's ready to be uploaded and posted. And that, my little YouTuber, is how you make a YouTube video. If you're interested in a part 2 of this video on how to edit a YouTube video on your smartphone for beginners, be sure to like this video and comment down below if that's something you guys would like to see. I hope these tips were helpful and has given you the confidence to finally post that content. Okay, it's almost 2024. All right, I'm trying to put y'all on free game. Subscribe to the Cinematic Fluency Squad. Until next time. Mwah!